Welcome to Vantage, Aditya. Most people believe success is built on intense discipline, endless hustle, and relentless productivity. Wake up at 5 a.m., work harder than everyone else, optimize every hour. But here is a surprising truth. If one observes the weekends of many highly successful people, founders, leaders, creators, thinkers, something unexpected appears. Their weekends often look almost lazy. They sleep longer. They ignore emails. They take long walks that seem pointless. At first glance, it almost looks unproductive. But in reality, these habits are quietly fueling creativity, clarity, and long-term success. Today, we explore 13 unexpected weekend habits of high achievers, and some of them might completely change how one thinks about productivity. Watch till the end, because the last habit might be the most powerful one of all. Habit 1. Sleeping in without guilt. Most productivity advice glorifies waking up extremely early, but many high achievers intentionally allow themselves more sleep on weekends, not because they're lazy, because recovery is strategic. Consider elite athletes. After intense training cycles, rest days are not optional. They are essential for muscle repair and performance. The brain works the same way. Research in neuroscience shows that during sleep, the brain consolidates memories, clears metabolic waste, and strengthens neural connections. One famous example is Jeff Bezos. He has often emphasized that 8 hours of sleep is a priority because better sleep leads to better decisions, and better decisions compound into better businesses. The real insight is simple. Success is not about maximizing waking hours. It's about maximizing mental clarity when those hours are used. Habit 2. Ignoring emails. For many professionals, weekends become a continuation of the work week. Checking Slack, replying to emails, scanning updates. But high performers often deliberately disconnect. Why? Because constant responsiveness destroys deep thinking. Bill Gates once practiced something called think weeks. During these retreats, he isolated himself completely. No meetings, no emails, just reading and thinking. Some of Microsoft's most important strategic decisions emerged from these silent periods. Constant reaction kills strategic thinking. Sometimes the most productive thing one can do is simply not respond. Habit 3. Disappearing. Many high achievers disappear on weekends. Not physically vanish, but socially and digitally withdraw. No meetings, limited notifications, minimal public presence. This intentional disappearance creates mental space. Consider the example of many Silicon Valley founders who spend weekends hiking, sailing, or traveling without constant connectivity. When the brain disconnects from noise, deeper insights begin to surface. Because creativity rarely appears in busy schedules, it appears in silence. Habit 4. Taking long, boring walks. At first glance, walking seems like a trivial activity, but history suggests otherwise. Some of the world's greatest thinkers relied on long walks. Steve Jobs loved walking meetings. Charles Darwin walked the same path daily while developing his ideas on evolution. And neuroscientists now know that walking increases blood flow to the brain and stimulates creative thinking. A famous Stanford study found that walking boosts creative output by up to 60%, which explains why many breakthrough ideas appear not at desks, but while wandering outdoors. Sometimes, progress looks like wandering. Habit 5. Saying no to productivity hacks. Modern productivity culture is obsessed with optimization. Apps, trackers, morning routines. But many high achievers reject this obsession because excessive optimization can become its own distraction. Instead of doing meaningful work, people end up constantly redesigning systems to manage work. Consider Warren Buffett's philosophy. He often emphasizes simplicity. Focus on a few important things. Ignore everything else. True productivity is not about doing more things. It is about doing fewer things that matter more. Habit 6. Leaving the calendar open. Many professionals schedule their weekends with military precision. Brunch, gym, events, social obligations. But high achievers often leave large blocks of time unscheduled. Why? Because unstructured time invites curiosity. A free afternoon can turn into reading a fascinating book, exploring a new idea, or having an unexpected conversation. Some of history's most important discoveries happened because someone had time to simply think. Creativity requires empty space. A fully optimized calendar leaves no room for imagination. Habit 7. Indulging without justification. Highly disciplined individuals often follow strict routines during the week. Healthy eating, focused work, structured schedules. But weekends sometimes include indulgence. A favorite meal, a long movie, a slow morning. Not because discipline disappeared, but because controlled indulgence prevents burnout. Psychologists call this strategic recovery. Small rewards sustain long-term motivation. Without them, discipline eventually collapses. Sustainable success requires balance. Habit 8. Breaking their own rules. Ironically, highly structured individuals occasionally break their own rules. The strict diet pauses. The rigid routine loosens. Why? Because rigid systems can trap creativity. Breaking routine occasionally refreshes the brain. For example, some entrepreneurs deliberately travel to unfamiliar places. Different environments stimulate different thinking patterns. When the brain encounters novelty, it begins forming new connections, which often leads to new ideas. Innovation rarely emerges from rigid repetition. Habit 9. Working on useless hobbies. Many high achievers spend weekends on activities that appear completely unrelated to their careers. Painting, playing musical instruments, photography, cooking. At first glance, these hobbies look unproductive, but they serve an important purpose. They activate different parts of the brain. For example, Einstein famously played the violin. He often turned to music when struggling with complex physics problems. Later, he admitted that musical thinking helped him approach problems from different perspectives. Creativity thrives at the intersection of different disciplines. Habit 10. Socializing with strangers. Interestingly, some successful individuals intentionally engage in conversations with people outside their usual circles. Taxi drivers, artists, travelers, entrepreneurs from different industries. Why? Because new perspectives challenge old assumptions. One unexpected conversation can trigger an entirely new business idea. Many startup founders have admitted that their breakthrough insights came from casual conversations rather than formal meetings. Innovation often begins with curiosity about other people's worlds. Habit 11. Reflecting instead of goal setting. Most people use weekends to plan the next week, but high achievers often spend time reflecting instead. What worked this week? What failed? What lessons emerged? Reflection transforms experience into wisdom. Without reflection, events remain random. With reflection, patterns appear. The philosopher Seneca once wrote that life improves when one regularly examines one's actions and thoughts, because awareness creates improvement. Habit 12. Creating without monetizing. Many successful people create things during weekends that have no immediate financial purpose. Writing ideas, recording thoughts, sketching concepts, exploring creative experiments. Not every creation needs to generate revenue. Some creations simply sharpen thinking. For example, many entrepreneurs maintain personal journals, not for publishing, but for clarity. Creation is thinking made visible, and thinking improves with practice. Habit 13. Making space for randomness. The final habit might be the most powerful. High achievers allow randomness to enter their lives. Unexpected books, unplanned trips, spontaneous conversations. Why? Because life's most important opportunities rarely arrive through carefully scheduled plans. They arrive through chance encounters. A random meeting becomes a business partner. A casual idea becomes a startup. A surprising discovery changes an entire career. But randomness only appears when life contains open space. A completely controlled life eliminates the possibility of surprise. Final insight. When one observes high achievers closely, a paradox appears. Their success is not built only on intense productivity. It is built on cycles, focus and recovery, structure and freedom, discipline and curiosity. Weekdays often build momentum. Weekends restore perspective. And sometimes the most productive habit is simply stepping away long enough for new ideas to emerge. Because success is not only about working harder, it is about thinking better. If this perspective changed how one views productivity, consider subscribing to Vantage Aditya, because sometimes the ideas that look the most counterintuitive turn out to be the most powerful.